The first screen that you're going to see when you boot from the ReadyServer USB SSD is the keyboard settings screen. To select a keyboard, click on the drop-down list and choose from one of the standard Windows keyboard settings that are available. For this example, I'm clicking on the US English keyboard setting, and then I'm clicking on Select. The first page that appears after the keyboard settings is the ReadyServer system page. This page is intended to provide you with detailed information about the hardware components within the system that you're installing. As you can see, it provides information about the manufacturer, the model number, the amount of RAM within the system, the processor or processors within the system. It also gives you information about the physical drives within the system, and of course the partitions that have been mounted. On the right hand side, you can see information about the current network settings. The next page that I'd like to show you is the configuration page. To navigate to the configuration page, simply move your mouse over the word configuration and click. The purpose of the configuration page is to allow you to create and edit unattend.xml files. As you can see, there are two template files that are provided with ReadyServer. It is recommended for newer systems that you should select the UEFI template. As you can see, I've selected the UEFI template file, and it's prompted me to go ahead and load those settings. I'm going to go ahead and click on Yes to load those settings. Once you've loaded the settings, you can modify them by clicking on the fields in the lower part of the page. Please note that there are three different types of settings. There are local settings, there are user settings, and there are security settings. When you're ready to save your changes, simply click on the Save button below the settings that you've modified. You will be prompted and click on OK in order to save. The next page that I'd like to show you is the build page. This page is where you're going to install the system. The first thing that you need to do in order to install a new system is to select the configuration settings that you wish to use. You can choose the default settings that are available, or you can choose one of the unattend.xml files that you configured in the configuration page. The next steps are to select the version of the operating system that you wish to install and the physical drive that you wish to install to. If you're using an unattend.xml file, you can modify the storage partitions on the system that you're installing. Simply click Save in order to save those settings. Once you've completed the settings, you can install the system by clicking on the Install the System button at the bottom of the page. But please note that this will erase and replace all of the data on the hard disk that you've selected for installation. The next page that I'd like to show you is the imaging page. This is the page where you're going to capture, apply, and manage your Windows system images. Please note that the imaging page uses the Deployment Image Servicing and Management executable from Microsoft in order to capture and apply Windows system images. If you'd like to capture an image, you will first need to select the Windows system partition on your system and then click on the Capture an Image button. If you'd like to apply a Windows system image to an existing bootable Windows system partition, first select the image that you wish to deploy and the index if there's more than one image within the WIM file. Then select the partition, the bootable partition that you wish to overwrite. then click on Apply the Image. If you'd like to apply a Windows System image to a new system partition, click on Create a New System Partition, then choose if you want to do a UEFI or Legacy BIOS deployment. Then choose the physical drive that you're going to completely erase before creating the new partition, and then click on Apply the Image. If you'd like to add an image or remove an image from the ReadyServer drive, you can do so by clicking on the Add an Image or the Remove the Image button here in the middle of the page. The next page that I'd like to show you is the Tools page. The Tools page is quite simple. It allows you to shut down and restart the system. It also allows you to open a command shell and also to run command scripts.